Hi there, what's up? My name is Vishal from MyWeb, and in this video we are going to update our quantity, and based on this quantity we also update our total amount. Okay, but before doing anything we need to change the layout, like we need to put two buttons, like increasing the quantity and increase the quantity also. So we need to put two buttons. So let's begin our video. Welcome back. So I'm going back to my code editor. So as you can see, here we have my total price and here we have my quantity. So I change the quantity amount, change the line, and I start a div class with, so div class, and I'm using the flex module, the flex class, or div class flex. And yeah, I start putting my button. So button dot btn dash btn space secondary. Okay, yeah, secondary, it will be fine. Secondary with I'm in my dash mark. Okay, and then I put this into a span tag also. So I start my span and I put my quantity amount. So I cut this and paste it in the span tag, and again I copy this button class, a button attribute, and then I paste it over here with plus sign. Okay, let's see the save and check in the browser, refresh. As you can see, we have the we had two buttons, which is for the decreasing and the increase or quantity amount. So in the span class the span tag, I put a new class. The class name will be like px3 and py2 only. Okay, I think it should be okay. The save and check in the browser again. Okay, now it's looking cool. Okay, now I'm going back to my code, and I'm going to put a new class in this button. Okay, so it's be like the change quantity, so qty, and also I paste the same class name in this button also, and I put a comment. This button is used for increase the quantity. Okay, and just copy this comment and paste it over here, used for decrease. And this is quantity amount only, or a quantity number. Save. Okay, and I'm also going to start my script tag right here. So I start my script and I start with my jQuery code. So dollar and document dot ready for, and I start my function. Okay, and after that I just make a selector of this change quantity class. So just copy this class name and paste it over here in my selector. So dot my class name, and when I click on this button, it's again run a function. And let me check with my quantity span. Okay, so I create a variable, let quantity. Okay, first of all, making a selector for this span tag. Where is that? This is for, I'm going to take this span class. So quantity span. Okay, I take the name as a quantity span equals to dollar this, and I take a function, take a method name which is siblings, and then take a class name of my I also need to put a class which will be quantity. Okay, so just create a class name and copy this class name and paste it over here. Okay, if you don't know about this, what is the siblings and why I'm using this, you just put this you just hover your mouse on this method and you can see the jQuery siblings. Okay, if you don't know what's the output of this, you just simply print this in the console.log and quantity span. Okay, let's save and let me check with the, I just refresh this page, and when I click on this, as you can see, it take a span and the quantity and with length is 1 and all other like the previous object and other things. Okay, now I'm going to also take the text class. So let again create a quantity variable. Sorry, let quantity equals to my quantity span, and I'm going to take over this class. I'm in the text object. Okay, so text, save, and yeah, and now I'm going to copy this quantity in my console first for checking this thing, just for the confirmation. Okay, why I'm doing this, so it's okay for with us. Okay, just refresh this page and now I'm clicking on this. Now as you can see, we got the 2. When I click on this 3 quantity, we got 3, and when I click on this 1, we got 1. Okay, and also you can also check this 3 and 2. Okay, let's leave this, remove, and I'm also going to take the cart variable. So create a let cart underscore id equals to, now how can I get my cart id? So I'm again going back to my span tag. Not on the span tag, I think I need to put a add a new attribute in my button. So I create a new attribute, data dash cart dash id equals to, and I just copy this PHP tag, copy and paste it over here. And as you know, I already take my cart.id as a cart id, so I just copy this and paste it over here. Okay, and again I just copy this attribute and paste it on another button also. Okay, and go down and I put this with this attribute, this dot data, and that was my cart. Okay, this is my cart id, so I just copy this and paste it over here. Now let me check this cart id in the console. So console.log and my cart id, save and refresh. Let me check. We have 2. What's the cart id? It's 2. Okay, when I click on this, we have 3 and this is 5. Why? Because my selected user id is 1 and this main primary key id is 5. Okay, so we got the 5 from here. Okay, so all things is okay. Now I'm going to change the quantity amount by whenever I click on this. So if dollar this dot let me check with the text equals to dash. Okay, if it's equal to dash, then my quantity will be, okay, before doing anything I just need to put this into integer, because maybe it's a string or maybe it's integer, but I'm going to put this, set it as a hard coded integer value. So I use the parse int. Okay, and that's fine. After that I use a math object. So math dot, I take a max variable which will be 1. Okay, because I'm not going to set with the like when if my this amount is 1, then I don't go with a 0 value. Okay, so I just set the maximum value will be 1 for whenever I click on this decrease dash button. Okay, so 1, and then quantity dash 1, and else math dot max value will be, okay, sorry, max 1 comma and a quantity plus 1. Okay, now change the value, and I'm going to print this like update quantity if needed. Okay, so I put this my quantity value in my quantity span, so I just copy this variable and quantity span dot text, and this text value have my quantity variable, so I just paste my quantity variable at here. Okay, let's see what we got. This refresh this page. Now I'm going to click on this dash button. So as you can see, we have a 1, but when I click on this dash, it's not going to do 0. Okay, when I click on this, okay, what's happened? Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry, the quantity plus equals to and then 1. Okay, save and refresh. Okay, now as you can see, it's my quantity amount is now changing whenever I click on this button. Okay, so I'm going back to my code editor again, and let me increase the font size. I forgot to increase the font size for you. Okay, so and after that, let's remove this console for the now. Now I'm going to work on the selling price. So I just remove, let me work on selling price. Okay, selling price, maybe you can also or get the selling price. Okay, and then I create a variable, let selling underscore price underscore text. Okay, and then I take like and dollar this dot my closest attribute. I mean my closest, let me check which my closest what we have. Let me check. This is my class name. Where is my yeah, here we have my td, and this is my tr, and this tr have my class name. So class equals to selling underscore price. Okay, let's put a class, new class, selling underscore price, and I change the line. So I just copy this class name. So I'm again going back. So my closest tag is tr. In this tr, I'm going to find my class name, which is my selling price. I'm going to find this element which is selling price, and I'm going to take the text attribute. It's mean that inner text, and I'm also going to trim this text also. Okay, let me check in this console.log, and I copy this variable and paste it in my console log. Now check, refresh, and check on when I click on this attribute. It's a 16,500. As you can see, here we have my 16,500, and it's 409, and it's a 23,500. Okay, so but as you can see, this price format is not as look like this comma separated. Okay, so I'm again going back to my table data, and copy my number format. Where is my number format? Yeah, this is my number format, so let's copy this, and I print in my cart selling price. So circle braces, comma 2. Okay, let's save and refresh. Now it's look like the 6500 as in a good number format. And when I click on this, as you can see, we got comma and dot 00 again. So again, I'm going to put this, this convert this amount in a simple number format using jQuery. So again, going back to my code and just comment this line and let selling underscore price. Okay, and I use the parse float and I replace slash comma slash g and comma single inverted comma. Okay, and I change the line. Okay, yes, I remove the comment tag and put my selling price at here. Okay, save and refresh, and when I click on this again, seller, okay, sorry, my bad, this is my selling price text. Okay, so I paste my real variable. Now again check refresh, I click on this. Now we got my real text number in a simple number format. Okay, without any comma or without floating format. Okay, what is the next thing? I'm again going to take like I put this comment line at here and create a let variable which is my final price. Okay, so formatted underscore final underscore price. Okay, okay, let me close this for the now. I create a new variable, let total cost. Okay, because I need to take the total cost at every single time. Total cost equals to selling underscore price into my this quantity. Okay, just copy and paste it over here and check into my console again, total cost, and paste it over here. Save and refresh. Now I click on this, we got 49,500. Now decrease the amount, is same as like 33,000 as like this. Okay, now again check the enable this, let formatted final price equals to a text variable which is my total underscore cost dot, I'm going to convert it into a good number formatted as like this. As you can see in the PHP we have my number format, but in the JavaScript we have a different method syntax. So I'm use the to local string. It's a inbuilt JavaScript function, and I take the value of like the country based on country origin. So I'm use en-us. Okay, I'm going with the US based country origin, comma my minimum fraction digits. I'm using the minimum fraction digits which will be 2. It's same as like when you use the number format. So as you can see, is 2 is my minimum fraction digits number. Okay, but in the PHP we have a simple attribute, but in the JavaScript we need to put like the minimum fraction digits at here. Okay, so put a semicolon, and let me check in my total console again. So copy this formatted final price, save and refresh, and I click on this. As you see, we got 49,500 at here. Okay, okay, again before sending to my backend, okay, I'm just change my amount at here also. Okay, so I'm just copy this copy this, I mean only copy this line. Okay, copy and paste it over here. So this closes tr, and this tr have my total. I'm going to create a new class in my total price. So in this td, I'm creating new class which is my total underscore price. Okay, I just copy and paste it over here, and I remove this string, and also I put this variable in my text method. Save, and let's check, refresh, and I click on this. As you can see, my amount, my total final price is also changed based on my quantity change. Okay, so what we just need to send my quantity and cart id into my database, and all things is coming up like whenever you refresh page, my quantity and my cart id is automatically updated, and my total final price is also counted based on my php calculation. Okay, so let's see how can I send my data using AJAX. So again, I'm going back to my code editor, and I start my AJAX code. So $.ajax, and I start my object. So in the URL, I put my path, which is my action slash add to cart dot php. Okay, let me copy this Ajax code from my main.js. Let me see, this is my main.js. I just copy all the thing from here and paste it in my at here. Okay, in my cart.php. Okay, and I comment this line and just print my console.log response. Also, one more thing, whenever I got success response, I just change my final price after the got successful response. Okay, save, and I change my object data type. So I'm only send my cart id. So cart id colon, let me copy my cart id variable from here and my pass variable at here. Okay, and comma my quantity, and my quantity is here. So I just copy the quantity and paste it over here. Okay, save, and again I'm going back to my cart action folder. So here you have my action folder, and here you have my add to cart function. Okay, before doing anything, I'm just checking what we got in my print, and I mean in my post method. So print underscore r dollar underscore post. Okay, and put die, and also echo my pre tag. Okay, just save and refresh, and I'm going to open my network tag. Okay, when I click on this, add to cart, I'm sending my cart id and quantity id at here. As you can see, the previous quantity is 2, but I'm again 3, and again we sending the cart id 2, and the quantity also 2. So I'm going to validate something. So as you can see, we had the cart id and quantity. So I'm again going to my cart.php. I'm add to cart and remove this line. I'm going to change my if condition. So if I have my cart id, okay, leave this. I just copy this and change the line. Okay, and we put this into my else condition. Okay, so if I have my both cart underscore id and Okay, and what we have, if I have my cart ID and quantity also. So I'm running my run update cart function. Okay, so run update cart function functionality. Okay, run update cart function, and else I'm just cut this code from here to put this into my else condition. I remove this. Okay, so after this I create a variable which is my cart underscore id equals to cart id, and I also create a quantity variable, so quantity and quantity, and after that I copy this just in code functionality, and I change the method name which is my update cart. Okay, so update underscore cart. Okay, and I'm sending cart underscore id, sorry my bad, cart underscore id, and also sending the quantity. But as you can see in my cart class, what is my cart class? Here is my cart class. We don't have my update okay, we have update cart, but we don't have a specific code at here. So I'm going to copy my set my arguments, I mean my parameters. So dollar cart underscore id comma my dollar quantity. Okay, and remove this. Okay, and create my cart item as like this. So I just copy this cart items, store my product into my database. So just copy and paste it over here. For the now I'm only getting the quantity, so I remove this. So we have my quantity at here. Okay, and then I'm going to create a variable which is for my update cart. Update cart equals to dollar this. I'm going to take the method which is my update from the CRUD class. As you can see, this update. Now we need to set my table name at here, as you can see. So my class name, I mean my table name is cart. The next thing is my cart items at here, and then I put my where condition. So where, okay, sorry my bad, where id equals to my cart id. So dollar cart underscore id, which will be comes from this parameter cart underscore id. I put my single inverted comma at here. Okay, and if my this query is successfully run and execute from the backend, so copy this dollar update cart, then it returns a blank array which will the status have true, and the message will be product has been updated successfully. Okay, and put the semicolon at here because we don't need to use the dollar output at here and at here also. Save. Okay, let me check. Let's refresh this page and let me click on this too. Let's see what we got in the preview. Product has been updated successfully. Let me refresh this page. So as you can see, there is nothing to change at here. Okay, let me check with this again. Increase the size of this. Okay, this 23,000 is not changing. Let me check. Okay, I'm going to my cart.php, and this closest okay, for the now I'm just taking a variable let dollar this equals to dollar circle braces dollar this. Okay, and I remove this circle braces, I only put a dollar this. Save and refresh. When I click on this, it's not okay, it's changing now. Okay, when I decrease the quantity at here, now we got my total final price at here. Okay, and so when I again change the quantity from here to put this as a 1 1 and a 1. Okay, and what we got in the response, if status is true. Okay, so if response to status will be true, so I copy this and paste it over here. Okay, and just simply enable this code, save and refresh. Now when I click on this quantity, product has been updated successfully. Okay, I remove the console from here, and after this I create a new function at here. Okay, I'm going to create a new function out of the jQuery code, and I create a new function, update total final price. Okay, and I create a variable, and I am going to initialize my variable total final price equals to 0 and dollar. I'm going to take a variable which will be my dot total price. As you can see, we have lots of total price at here. When I click on this total price, as you see, we have total class multiple times. So I'm going to run a loop of this selector name. So dot total underscore price, and I run a for each loop. So for each okay, I'm using the each function from the each method from the jQuery. So I run a for each loop, so $h, and again I run a function, and total. Okay, let me copy this. The total final price equals to plus equals to parse float okay, dollar dollar this dot text. I'm going to replace my things, replace, and again I copy this, replace my comma and other extra space, I mean dot 0 0 also. Okay, and where is my final class name, which is my this is my, as you can see, is a total final price. I put this total final price into a span tag also again. So I cut this, and span class equals to total underscore final underscore price span. This is a different one, and this is my different one, and paste my code. When I mean my total final price, I copy this class name, and again put my create a new selector, and I put my this total final price into my this selector name. Okay, dot text, my total final price, I just paste over here, save. Okay, let and I just run this function whenever I got a successful response. So I just run this, I mean run this function after this. Okay, let me check, save and refresh. Let's change the quantity. I open my console. Okay, we also need to again put this as a number string, as like a floating number. So just copy this. Okay, I just copy this at here like this. So dot, dot and paste. Okay, just save and refresh. Now again and decrease the quantity amount. Now it's working perfectly fine. So as you can see, in your cart page, you don't need to worry about reloading your page. Whenever you change your quantity, the total price and total final price will update it automatically. So in the next video, we will work on this delete button. Till then, now thank you so much and stay with me. Happy coding.